Okay, Coach. Well, the holiday rush, that's in full swing in nearby Manhattan, but we've got football here 8 miles west at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Pittsburgh Steelers and the New York Jets. The holiday season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
It's like 80. 53 at the mark. Good track, good track.
Roethlisberger will hand the counter. And not the start he was hoping for there as he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
Second and 10 at the 40-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's second and 10.
Just like that. Just like that.
Okay, Coach, well, the holiday rush, that's in full swing in nearby Manhattan, but we've got football here 8 miles west at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it, this crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Pittsburgh Steelers and the New York Jets. The holiday season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. From the stadium that hosted Super Bowl 48 back in 2014, there's a look at MetLife Stadium here in East Rutherford. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Pittsburgh Steelers and the New York Jets. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
The Steelers take over first and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
we go, here we go. 180. 53, Mike. You ain't got nothing.
First carry for James Conner. This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line. The success there, Charles, coming on the outside of the field, the ground game. Curious to see if that continues as we progress.
Yeah, we often talk about a variety in play calling and usually between run and pass. But in this case, with strictly the run game, you can be creative there as well. Run it inside, run it outside, keep the defense off balance.
Mike, number 53. Mike, 50. Hey, alert.
On second down, Conner looking for space. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll be a loss of 1, and that's going to lead to a third down.
Ready? Like 5. Check it out, Bill. Watch the run. 44. 58. Orbit. 53.
From the gun, it's Roethlisberger. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Not the opening possession they were looking for, especially on the road.
No doubt about it, because they wanted to come out and establish a little momentum right away. But now bringing up a fourth down, an empty possession, not what they were seeking.
So on fourth down, here's Ryan Quigley now to kick this one away. He punted 5 times in the win last week as this one's away. And shedding through the tackle. Well, that looked for a second like he might take it all the way, but as it stands, it's still a massive return. And this offense is going to be set up with a 1st and 10 inside the 15. First red zone opportunity now for the Jets. It's 1st and 10 at the 14. Murray now on first down. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Trying to get out wide, but he's going to be tackled right near the line of scrimmage.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing him further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
3rd and 2, and here's Murray toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Coverage there by Brian Body Calhoun.
Chances are good he's going to be a very busy guy. 2 catches already in this opening drive, and they were looking his way for a 3rd.
I think they put this defense on notice that could be a really, really frequent combination. The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2. Murray sets to throw on 4th. And my goodness, this is incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And this Steeler defense able to come up with a stop. So a tough pill to swallow there. A would-be touchdown pass in and out of his hands on 4th.
Sometimes it just comes down to execution, doesn't it? Because we're always questioning, should they go for it, should they not? Is it the right play call, is it not? In this situation, everything was right except for the finish. You have to catch the ball and convert.
It's Conner as they stay on the ground. So a nice job to break the 1 tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. The tackle that time by William Hayes.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Play fake to Conner. Now Roethlisberger. It into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Bud Dupree. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. Edelman was the intended target.
The Jets take over 1st and 10 at the 28-yard line.
Ready. No train.
After the turnover, here's Murray. He's going to take a shot for the ends. Got a man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jets. Curtis Samuel, touchdown number 15 of the year. As his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Well, that didn't take long. The turnover instantly almost turning into points.
And when that happens, a lot of teams have the mentality of let's strike right now. You've got them off balance after the turnover or the takeaway. Let's go get it. And that's exactly what they did.
So that'll back him up 5. Jason Myers now for the extra point. He's got it, and the Jets lead 7-0. After the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4.
Double. Show that best release and go.
This is Connor running right. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
Blue 30. Let's go. Jack 16. Black,
now Roethlisberger on first down. Wide open receiver complete. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Alshon Jeffrey, his 11th touchdown of the year, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Elliott good with a PAT, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the...
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Adrian Phillips. And he brings this one back. It's a pick six for a Steeler touchdown.
Now, that was a beautiful play. A pick six. How would you punctuate something like that, partner?
What do you mean, with an exclamation mark?
Exclamation mark, a big word. What would you do with that?
Ampersand?
I like it.
Elliott good on the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7.
14, Jets 7. Jake Elliott set to kick off.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And they gave up the pick six, and now they'll be looking to right the ship here. Now, as a quarterback, are you a little more cautious this go-around?
You should be, just because after what you gave up. But you can't be so cautious as to just really take things in, and now you're not going to play loose enough to give your team a chance to score. But you still have to be careful because those defensive guys, I know the reputation defense guys can't catch. All evidence to the contrary on that last possession, though.
Now Murray. Over the middle, complete to Samuel. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. They go with Leonard Fournette, third-year back from LSU. And he'll be brought down at the 50 after a gain of about 5. Now this will probably be the last play of the quarter. Here's Murray from midfield. And that will be incomplete. They couldn't hook up on what's going to be the final play of this first quarter. Second quarter now from MetLife Stadium. The Jets with the football here. They are, however, facing a 4th down situation. They failed once in this spot earlier, but the offense will stay out to go for it on 4th down. They're going for it. It's Murray. Well, this is caught by Jackson. How about them biting up 15 yards there on the 4th down attempt and keeping the drive alive?
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route, and what you have to do on that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
Throwing now is Murray. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going to go down. Chandler Jones in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. After the sack on first down, Murray. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down. Murray with a 3rd and long. And an alley to run. There he goes inside. Murray fighting. Lost the football. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 22-yard line. They keep it with Fournette on first down. And after the good gain last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 14. On second down, here's Murray. And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. Chandler Jones, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. Looking left side, that's caught by Moore. An incredible play there. They do get big yardage, but they're still stopped a yard or two short, and it's fourth down.
Check 13. Check 13. Jim, 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 Jim.
But he will be stopped behind the line as he will not come close to the marker. He needed a couple, but he didn't even get back to the line of scrimmage. And this Steeler defense able to come up with a stop. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They're starting to pull away with this one. Early on that first quarter, they didn't look so great offensively. What has changed?
Sometimes it's just a matter of doing what you plan to do better. Sometimes you just put that all together and you execute. Other times it's just a simple adjustment in your game plan, finding a spot that maybe was a little weaker than maybe you thought, and going to that. So many different things, so many different ways. But right now, you got to like what they're doing. They have put distance between themselves and their opponent.
Looking to add on here in the second quarter. Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And he's going to lose yardage here back to the 12-yard line. It's a loss of 4. Now third down. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter. 14-7. We'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. To throw here, Roethlisberger. Got his man complete over the middle. It's McCoy. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
Here we go, here we go. Black 30. And let's pin the mirrors back and go full strip.
On first and 10 is Counter. And he takes it past the 45 and down at the 46. Bud Dupree, a former first-round pick, in on the stop.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on first down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
44. Watch the curve.
Second and 5 now. Roethlisberger. It's complete to Chris Conley. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half.
Ready? Black 20. Alert, alert.
Throwing now, Roethlisberger on first down. He'll rifle this one deep. This is caught inside the 15. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Alshon Jeffrey, his second touchdown of the game, giving him 12 on the season. And the Steelers, they broaden their lead. Elliott good with a PAT, and it's now 21-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And you're under a minute to go in the half, a first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart approach is to run out the clock, lick your wounds at the half, and see if you can come up with a strategy to play better in the second. But there's also something to challenging your offense right here. Get a little bit before the half runs out. Let's go make some plays.
He goes full extension, and he's got it. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. Back-to-back good plays. Murray now 11 of 16 through the air. It's 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, here's Murray. And this will be caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. Curtis Samuel in the final seconds of the first half as his guys are back within a single score. Extra point up and through by Myers. And they're back within a touchdown at 21-14. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. Final play of the half. It's Roethlisberger. And he's going to be taken down here as that will lead us to the end of the first half of play. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach! So time for the second half as the Steelers have the lead, and they will also be receiving the football here to start the third quarter. And a nice return sets them up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half two, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with it. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. Eluding the pressure right. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Tavon Young. And a great return as he gets this all the way down close to the 30-yard line.
I think that interception happened for two reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete. The tight end, David Njoku, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up second down. First carry now for the backup, LaShawn McCoy. And a very similar result again. The Jets defense once more stopping him behind the line. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Out of the gun, it's Roethlisberger. Jeffrey reels it in over the middle. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. He's been big, 2 touchdowns earlier. Now he's got a first down here. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. He can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Roethlisberger will throw. And he's got it. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. 12 yards there and a first down.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game.
Again, it'll be counter. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Calling a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is a time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4 down territory.
Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. His defense bending but not breaking. It's a gain of 3. It's now 4th and goal. And Elliott puts this one through. And that will extend their lead even further. So put another 3 on the board. All things considered, a good opening drive to begin the 3rd quarter.
And as a defense, the way that this game is going, you're excited to see those points go on the board. Gives them a little bit of leeway to play with when they're out on the field, but they're real excited to see their offense score. Now they get to go out there and do their part.
And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They're down now 24-14. Work to do as they come up on a 1st and 10. Oh, now Murray has it stripped.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back, because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, the teammate is able to come up with the ball.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. From the gun on 3rd down, Murray. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Duron Harmon. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the 2nd week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. They stay on the ground. Here's counter again. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. Back now here on EA Sports. It's Steeler football, and they have the lead as well as we begin quarter number 4. They need to get this to the 24 on 3rd down. Here's Roethlisberger. He'll set up the screen to McCoy. And he's going to get the 1st down as they bring him down at the 23. The drive stays alive, a 3rd down gain of 8.
And that pickup of a 1st down, That's going to leave a mark because they really needed to stop them there, didn't they?
Oh, so frustrating. Defensively, you're a play away from getting that football back here. Down late, tough.
Now they've got to find a way to create a turnover or a takeaway. Otherwise, this one will probably get away from them.
And able to get about 3 as he's taken down right at the 20.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
Hey, alert.
On 2nd and 7, Roethlisberger. And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30. Montez Sweat, he's the culprit, and that is now his 13th sack of the season as his great year continues. Now Ben on 3rd and long. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Trey Flowers picks it. And now nothing but green ahead of him. He's at the 30. Past the 20. And he brings this one back. It's a pick-6 and a Jet touchdown. Well, don't change that channel just yet. This one may have gotten a bit more interesting.
Put down the remote, put down the clicker. This one looked like it was over. It looked like they were ready to seal the deal. But in doing so, by pitching it around a little bit, it cost them. We could have a great finish.
Myers connects on the PAT. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. So they throw the pick-6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. A little less than 4 minutes remaining, and the margin for error is small with this slim lead. Operate within your 4-minute offense here, Charles?
Definitely. Remember, the 4-minute offense doesn't always correspond to what's up on the clock. What they need to do is play a little bit of keep away right now. Run the clock down. Make sure their opponent doesn't get the ball back. Their dream scenario, get enough first downs and make them eat up their timeouts so the game ends when you're kneeling down with the football.
And he finally goes down, but not before reaching the 21. A big play that time for Pittsburgh. 57 yards on the ground. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. Now Ben going to give this one to Connor. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run. Got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So up through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. On 2nd down, it's Connor. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first timeout. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. They'll run here with Connor. And that'll get him halfway there as he takes it from the 6 to the 3-yard line. And a timeout taken. Just 6 seconds away from the 2-minute warning. This defense wanted to stop the clock prior to that, and they do. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. Now they'll throw it with Roethlisberger. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. James Conner, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Steelers, they broaden their lead. See, it seemed like they were so focused on the guys out wide, they forgot about him out of the backfield.
That's a really good point because you've got to communicate, and oftentimes when you start counting receivers, that's exactly what you do. You start from the widest receiver, work your way inside, who gets lost sometimes? The back in the backfield. That's exactly what happened there.
And he got into the end zone.
Take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track? And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Duron Harmon. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. The first down run not going to get them a whole lot. Maybe a yard. Yeah, it looks like just 1 yard there. So that'll bring up 2nd and 9.
2nd and 9 at the 35-yard line.
Snicker. Tight dog. Slam. Hey. Quarter.
Again, it's Connor. Miles Jack there to make the tackle.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
And the Steelers on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 4.
Check 24. Check 37. Check blue.
They'll try and run for it with McCoy. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the first. The Jets going to go ahead and use their final timeout as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. He made his first attempt, this from 45. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. And that will stretch the lead up to 13. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces him to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. This is what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you've got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone.
The Jets take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And last time, 1 play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling because a 1-play drop.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
And the job becomes twice as difficult now after the sack. It's 2nd and 20. To throw is Murray. And that will be incomplete as time has run out on this football game. Charles, we saw a lot of points go up in this one. Certainly defensively, stuff that they can look at on film, don't you think?
No doubt about it. And they've got to go back and check where the errors are, how they're going to fix them, and continue to get better at what they do. But they also need a little adjustment with their confidence. To give up that many points, even if you win a game, that can hurt you.